the kings of Israel and Judah. Welcome to Bible on the Go, Dr. Dan. We're in the book of 1 Kings. And what's unique about 1 Kings and 2 Kings is that we're introduced to a variety of kings because of the circumstances in the latter years of Solomon's life. This book is set during the time period of Israel from about 1000 to 900 BC. Where is it? It's in Israel, the kingdom of Israel, during this unique time of the united monarchy of Saul, David, and Solomon, who ruled over Israel around 1000 BC. But this is the back end of that, from about 1000 to 900, and this book's position in the Bible is it's the 11th book in the Bible out of the 39 books in the Old Testament and the 66 in the whole Bible. So it's really in two parts. Part one is the most important to notice because it's the latter years of Solomon's life, the decisions he made, some of them really bad, and the things that happened when he died. So when we get to the big transition point is when we get to the death of Solomon at the end of chapter 11. That's the end of the united monarchy. Because what happens is the kingdom of Israel is split into two nations, Israel in the north and Judah in the south, leaving us with two sets of kings all the way to the exiles. So this is where a lot of confusion can happen in Bible study, is because if you don't pay attention to the fact that the one kingdom of Israel split into two, when you land in 1st and 2nd Kings, it gets really, really confusing. So to eliminate the confusion, at the end of chapter 11, we have these two nations, Israel in the north and Judah in the south. All the kings in Israel are going to go the wrong direction, serving the wrong deities, serving the wrong gods, and introducing trouble all over the place. And what's interesting about what happens here is the focus of the Bible shifts from the king of Israel necessarily, it gives you context, to the prophets. And this is where we're introduced to the great prophets Elijah and Elisha. And this leads to my favorite section in 1 Kings. This is where Elijah has faced down with the evil Omri dynasty ruling Israel, and there's a showdown at Mount Carmel with the prophets of Baal. And God basically told Elijah to do this. So basically what Elijah does is he says, hey, to the prophets of Baal, kill 2 bulls and meet me on Mount Carmel, and we'll pray to our gods, and the God that answers with fire, he is God. And so he lets the prophets of Baal go first. You know why? Because he knows there's no such thing as Baal. He knows that he doesn't exist. And we come to 1 Kings 18:36. At the time for offering the evening sacrifice, the prophet Elijah approached the altar and said, and his prayer is magnificent, Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, today let it be known that you are God in Israel, and I am your servant, and that at your word I have done all these things. Because remember, God told him to do it. Answer me, O Lord. Answer me, so this people will know that you, the Lord, are God, and that you have turned their hearts back. And right then, in verse 38, then the Lord's fire fell, consumed the burnt offering, the wood, the stones, the dust, and it licked up the water that was in the trench. When all the people saw it, they fell face down and said, the Lord, he is God. The Lord, he is God. So right here in chapter 18, we discover that God is still ruling and reigning, even though all the kings of Israel are bad, and some of the kings of Judah are bad. And 1 Kings is introducing us to it all. Thanks for watching Bible on the Go with Dr. Dan. If you like these videos, the best thing you can do is keep watching and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing, and you only have to do it once. Praise God!